Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect. Last time, after I finished recording, I went to look at what stock our Alliance Requisitions Officer has, and I found something of interest. I haven't tried it just yet, but I will show it off as soon as we land on the next planet, which we already know is this, yes, Antibaar. Cold. Minus 34. Kind of chilly, rather. And take the usual for Geth missions. And let's look at the map first. Right, so there's debris, the Geth outpost, and the anomaly. So, Geth outpost it is. And okay, there is no environmental hazard, so that's very conducive to testing things. It's the Pulse Rifle 10 from the Geth Armory. Few details are known about the manufacture of Geth equipment, though their weapons and armor are of the highest quality. Assault rifles, and you can see that the Pulse Rifle actually looks like a piece of Geth equipment. And it does a whole lot more damage and is a whole lot more accurate, but overheats easily. And it also actually doesn't have any slots whatsoever. So it's not great, but it looks really nice. And it doesn't look like it actually overheats that much to me. Of course, Shepard is not really trained to fire these weapons anyway. So this is definitely something that I would like to give to Garrus, or so. And meanwhile, I'll go back to the standard assault rifle. Okay, so now we're just heading off to find the Geth. This is technically a binary star system, right? Oh, it is. Nice. Huh. So far I'm not seeing anything, but the fact that this is all very flat makes me think that there's probably going to be a Thresher Moss somewhere, like here. No? Okay. I can make do without Thresher Moss, though they do give quite a bit of experience. Oh, oops. Magnesium. So this will not give us any more experience and so on, but we do get the gold. Well, credits rather. So it's all good. Not that we really need credits all that much anymore, but every now and then we find some interesting equipment like that Geth Pulse Rifle. Technically, the Pulse Rifles can be obtained from Geth themselves, just as a drop, but is this jammed? Yeah, both of our members have the pistols equipped. Oh, actually, might need to do this. Yep, it's because they have to have the pistols equipped, and if you holster the weapon, then they no longer technically have the pistols equipped, which is why the bonus from the sensors don't apply anymore. And this is an interesting path that they got going here. I like these missions generally because of formations like these. It really makes it feel like... Hello, Colossus. Oh. It really makes it feel like they... Oh. Oh. Stop doing that. There's another one. And whoops. The Colossus certainly take some time to get rid of. But they also give a good amount of experience. Hit and run tactics, sort of. What are you doing? How did that guy not get hit? There we go. So who's left? With someone on the ground, then I can take him on foot, and looks like I can. And it's the rocket trooper. Well, guess who's getting hacked? Oh, hello there. Oh. Okay, they're just leaving. But I don't feel like dealing with these guys. On foot. Geth Primes. Oh.
Under fire. Under fire.
Whoops.
We're taking damage.
Okay, maybe we should indeed fight outside of Mako. Whoa. That's rude. Oh, that, Oh, that's a Geth Prime. Hello there. Yep, you can see that they indeed have the same sort of assault rifles. And yeah, I need repairs. And even repairing will take some time to regenerate, thanks to their sabotage. Come on. So that's why it's a good idea to go for the outposts first. Not sure how they managed to take out all the shields right off the bat. And we got Scram Rail Shield Interface, Inferno Rounds, High Explosive Rounds, Medical Exoskeleton, Kinetic Coil, Combat Optics 9, Scram Rail 9, Kinetic Exoskeleton, High Explosive Rounds 10. Well, that's nice, but how about Frictionless Materials then? That would be real nice. And we did get a level up, so... Well, you know what? I got my barrier, and it's really tempting to just go for Motivated Buyer. So I think I'll do that, because we already have quite a few items, too. Receives extra credits when selling items to stores. Excellent. Yara gets more warp. Tali gets... What does Tali get? More armor? Yeah, I guess so. Don't really need anything else. Okay, now it's time to go for the debris. And it looks like the actual way to go to it is to go back out of this place and then go all the way around the mountains. No sense in climbing them after all. We can avoid it anyway. And just go around the mountain. No Thresher Maws? Oh, I'm surprised. Oops. No, stop jumping around the place. Ah, I see something out there. Oh, this texture. But I also see something out there. Crash probe. Combat Exoskeleton 9 and Combat Optics 9. Not super useful at this point. Though... What Combat Optics does Liara have? 9, okay. As I expected. Okay, the next thing is an anomaly over there. Once again, let's not climb the mountain. Let's go over here. This general landscape reminds me of some of the more interesting winter maps in Unreal Tournament 2004. We have such a very nice atmosphere, as we see here as well. And there was a bit more to do there, I suppose. Onslaught and so on. But we'll get to that eventually. It'll take some time though. On that note, there is Mass Effect Andromeda that is getting more and more reveals for all the content in the game, and I still don't know what to think of it. Also, that looks like a Prothean structure. I guess we'll see in time. Prothean Ruin. Yep. That's Prothean, alright. But no glowing orb. So that must be Prothean data disks. Yep. Searching the ruins, you discover a Prothean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Thresher Maw's many victims. Thresher Maw, you say? Thresher Maw, you say? So it must be here somewhere, probably right there. Yep, hello there, Mr. Maw. That's not how you're supposed to shoot things. But that works for me. And that's a passenger car. And that's a Geth. That looks a bit alive still. Everyone else is a charred corpse. No, not really. That's a lot of Geth. What are they doing? They even still have their pulse rifles with them. What happened? Are the Geth searching for the Protheans or something? Prothean ruins and so on? Well, let's explore a bit more in this direction, because we are yet to locate another ore deposit. I know that there are some more. I'm not going to look for 3 if there are 3. Ah, yeah. I'm going to be good with just this one, because we really don't need any more credits as it is. And if we do need some credits for something, then we can get back to these places and get the deposits that we didn't take previously. I'm being very reckless, but that's okay, because we will be off this planet in a minute anyway. Mercury deposit. Good thing we're in environmental suits. Whoa. And there we go. Why? That was weird, but okay. Let's just get back. So, in combat you cannot go back to the Normandy, which kind of makes sense, since you cannot save either. Alright, and next up we're going to the last system that the Geth are known to be active in. Gagarin. So, if you have been keeping track, most of these are named after some sort of firsts. I don't know what Vamshi is, and looks like nobody really knows that either, since the wiki has no answers either. Hong was, I think, the first Chinese satellite. Tereshkova is the first woman in space, and Gagarin is the first man in space. And Armstrong also, since that's what the cluster is called after, is the first man on the moon. So, Junthor. Junthor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed its translation, the elaborate relief carving said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." Well, that's eerie. So it's a bit like Pharos, though it doesn't say that it's Prothean. It could have been someone else. Walk among these works and know our greatness. I mean, that does make sense, sort of, for a large city. And I wonder who wrote about id. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Juntor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Delnaga's writings. I guess the our involvement here makes sense. They were probably translating things. Alright. Pressure. Pressure is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface of Prussia's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Lots of ominous things in this system, eh? Why would he go here? Shut it down and then disappear. Reingri. Reingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed VOTS by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago, and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Reingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Reingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Smallish, long day length, low pressure, fairly warm, a bit lower gravity. And this is where we can land before it explodes. Sorgelrus. Sorgelrus is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material, pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Small, thin atmosphere, very cold, low gravity as expected. And Anti-Romgon. Anti-Romgon is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Anti-Romgon has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigate patrols dot the surface. But always, the pirates return to ground their ship's drive charges, chip out some water ice, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Anti-Romgon's interior are semi-liquid slush, due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. So where's the rum gone? Where's the rum gone? This is a clear reference to Pirates of the Caribbean. That's great. Okay. Orbital period, quite long. Radius, quite large. Longish day length, no atmosphere, very cold, okay gravity. Light metal surveys, scans from orbit have detected a deposit of cobalt. And rum. Or maybe not, since it's gone. Alright. Well, time to land. on this red planet. That's not Mars. Wow. That other planet's also quite red. It's also not Mars. Ooh. Well, it might actually be Mars. Because the developers of this game really like to use NASA photos for some of the things that we see. So... Overrun research outpost. What? Well, that's the first place to investigate. So we're moving somewhat towards the planet. And I don't know what is the best way to approach this. Probably from this side. For now, I'll just go in this direction and see where that takes us. Okay, I need to get on top of this mountain. So, how best to approach it? This seems like some sort of a path, and it leads to ore too. But the ore is quite likely to be down there. And I cannot see much else here, except from the fact that it's really mountainous. And we need to get right there. It's thorium. Oh, whoop. And yes, got the thorium.
I'm right here.
Oh, we do get experience, actually. Just not from the quest. Right, so I'm thinking that the best way to go up is from this side. So that's what I'm going to try. And that doesn't seem to be working all that well. Yeah, definitely not. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. Maybe from here. Yeah, so far we've had all of these places where we had these sort of paths predefined for us. Just needed to look for them. So hopefully it's also the case in this place. Now this does look a lot more approachable. Now where are we going from here? Ah, right there. Yep. Oh. There were beacons all along. And it's easiest to approach from over there. But okay, that's fine. We can follow beacons. This kind of reminds me of marsh on Sanctuary in Unreal 2. Also beacons. Quite a bit of a different environment though. Dragon's Teeth, that does not look good. And it's a place where we can get inside. Let's strategically park here in case there's an ambush. And well, we are out of time, so just going to go inside and save here. Next time we will see either husks or Geth or both. So see you all then. Later.